Okay. Alright, looks like we're back live. No, we're not. What is happening? Am I live? Am I live right now? Okay, it looks like I'm live right now. I have no idea what happened there. No idea what happened there. For a second there, I thought my internet line got cut by the groundskeepers or something. My internet, like, reset itself for some reason. That was weird. Alright, anyway, let's get back in there. Hopefully that didn't screw everything up too much. Like there was anything that I was being super effective and productive with before. Alright, yeah, it looks like okay, it looks like we're right back where we were. Come on, focus in and stab. Kill him. There we go. Alright, we got this guy. There we go. These guys are pretty easy to deal with one at a time. I say that as he manages to get the drop on me there. Like, literally get the drop on me. Alright, there we go. Boy, oh boy. Now we gotta deal with all these jokers. You know, honestly, like, I get in so much trouble trying to even, like, kite these guys. Let's just... No, stop. Belinda, stop. Just run. Just go past them, okay? Let's just not play around with this stuff. Whoa, 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 glitching. Okay. Let's just get in there. Drink up. You know, it seems like nonsense. Some of these hitboxes. Oh, wow. That did not take long at all. Okay, well. You win some, you lose some, am I right? Excuse me. Boy, oh boy. Alright. Got him taken care of. Oh, this guy's gonna come in here. Come on, just hurry up, you little screwball. Oh, get back here. Stop running away. Here we go. Alright, now it's your turn. There we go. Alright, taken care of. God. Alright, and now, yeah, we're just gonna... Okay, screw this. Yeah, just forget it. It clearly does me no favors to try and handle them beforehand. I don't know why I keep trying to do that. There we go, get that blood loss on him. No, 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 no! No! Stop with your endless barrage of assaults here, dude. Oh my gosh, Belinda, we gotta have our dodges be a little bit bigger than that, hon. Okay, here we go. Nope, you gotta dodge. There we go. Alright, let's drink up here. Guy just really does make a lot of attacks all at once, doesn't he? Oh my gosh. I keep getting too brave and trying to get too many attacks off all at once. Okay, guy, you already got me, alright? Just calm down. Calm down, duelist. You got me. Alright. Boy, oh boy. Alright, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm starting to feel almost frustrated with myself now, because I can definitely tell that I'm, like, getting impatient with a lot of these battles now. And that just doesn't do any favors. I mean, like, honestly, and, like, the thing about it, too, is I know darn well that impatience in a fight is terrible, because, like, I know that from, like, real life experience, too, as a kickboxer, that, like, the second you get impatient and start flailing rather than being very attentive and very intentional with the things that you're doing, that's the second when you really get yourself in trouble. You know, so it's like I know better than to let myself get into these impatient moods where I just sort of flail about and try to get things. Look at those little goblins that are there. They're still trying to come through. Look at those turds. Oops, yeah, see, like, that was impatient on the dodging there. Oh, and that was impatient trying to get that extra shot in there. Impatient trying to use my frickin' health stuff. Okay, come on, get your space. Good, while he's doing that, you heal up too. Oh, you gotta dodge, you gotta dodge, you gotta dodge, you gotta get out of there. Some of his moves are tough to dodge. I mean, it's the standard Dark Souls thing too, where a lot of the moves track you to an inhuman point. Like, it... The thing with these games, and this, I know this is going to be a take that some people will be offended by, but the thing with these games is the game absolutely 100% lets the enemies cheat at times for the sake of, like, increasing that challenge. Like, it absolutely does that. Like, their tracking is absurd, you know, and it makes it so that they can, you know, like, it'll make it so that they can do, like, animation interruptions at times when, like, your character couldn't and all this kind of stuff. Like, it absolutely does stuff like that. And, like, there are times when you can, like, visually see an opponent moving faster than is what they normally move by. Like, the game absolutely does stuff like that. And I'm not saying that's a problem. You know, that's part of how this game works and part of how it adds that difficulty that makes it wonderful. But it definitely does that. And it definitely, you know, with, like, some of their, like, you see it a lot. And it's not like it'll do it as it mid-fight change the rules. But, like, some of the ways that some enemies can track, you know, and, like, follow you with their attacks are just, like, you know, it, like, clearly is a thing where it's like they interrupt their own animation to be able to follow you. Shoot. They'll like interrupt their own animation to just, like, pivot 180 degrees, even if normally they would move straight. Like, their moves don't incorporate any sort of, like, you know, logical straight movement that would, you know, normally for a weapon swing be part of it. It absolutely does that, and it's fine, but it definitely has a big impact on just what the feel of the game is. Oh, come on, hit him. There we go. Alright. Oh, yeah, see, and like that stuff right there, where it's like, you know, sometimes he kind of gets that hit off on me, and other times he doesn't, even though, like, I always do the same thing. Like, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. There's not really a point to saying it. It's sort of pointing out that's part of where the difficulty comes from in this game, is that the game absolutely makes it so that the NPCs have much more freedom in the use of the physics of the game than, you know, your character does. And it's like sometimes dodging will be an effective way to avoid an attack, and sometimes it won't be. Oh my gosh, dang it. Like, this guy, that's part of the struggle going against this guy, is how many successive moves he gets to do. Always. Like, this guy can do just like 5 or 6 moves successively. 3, 4. Alright. 2, 3, 4. One, 2. count that as 3. 1, 2. Okay, so a general rule of thumb is when the weapons hit the ground, he's done doing his combo. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, shoot, I dodged into it that time. That one was on me. That one I definitely dodged into it. Yeah, like he can just keep those attacks going and going and going and going, and it changes. And like the thing is too, is like, you know, looking back on how I phrased it, I don't think cheating is the right word for it. I think it's just that they've intentionally made the bosses like an entirely different league from characters. Like normally when you're playing a game of any sort, the idea is that like your character may be the underdog, but largely speaking, you're still in the same league as the enemies, right? And it's like whatever limitations exist for you will largely also exist for the enemies in most games. Oh my gosh, this is not a strong start for me here. All right, you know what? This isn't okay. Let's just try again. Forget it. Like most games will make it so that way, like you're on the same footing. And the other thing that they'll do is they will have a much more like predictable and standard move set that exists for any given enemy. Whereas Dark Souls really just kind of gives their enemies a whole lot. They give them like 2 to 3 times the move set that you might normally see in a boss. And then they make it so that they can chain them in any way, shape, or form they feel like. And like what that does is it makes it really hard to pick out patterns, which is awesome, and it changes up the way that most games are, because you can't just figure out what the pattern is and cheese it as easily. I mean, you still can, but it like takes a lot more attention. And see, like, yeah, see, and here we go. All right, come on, just go ahead and throw me and be done with it. Thank you. Focus back in. There we go. 1. Go. Yeah, see, and like those ones. Whoa, why did we lose focus on him? Oh my gosh, that was a really stupid move on my part. Come on, drink up, drink up. There we go. Oh, I should have tried to get around him just a little bit more there. Yeah, see, and like that one right there. So that's where... So this is where I would say, like, again, it doesn't count as cheating, but it definitely, like, plays fast and loose with its own rules for the sake of adding that difficulty to it. Where, like... Whoop, there we go. Okay, there we go, there we go. That was good, that was good. Hold on. Yeah, see, right there, right there, right there. When he does his attacks that do hit the ground, it changes the pace of them. And so, like, getting the dodges, you have to disrupt whatever rhythm you're in for the moveset leading up to it. Right? Like, you have to change your rhythm. There we go. Got him. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. So, okay, so what I was getting at. You have to change your rhythm leading up to it, because he will change the rate of his attack. He'll change the speed of his attack. And normally that's fine, right? Because it's like, oh, you have to pay attention to what's going on. But the fact is he can chain as many moves as he feels like prior to doing the ones that hit the ground and take that extra pause. So the thing is you get into the rhythm of dodging his things, and he starts moving, and you have to, like, you can't assume that, oh my god, am I seriously about to lose to these guys right after beating that duelist? I'm gonna be really irritated here. Yep, there it is. Alright, well. Thank you, Furia Denoit. Furia Denoit, I like that, I like that. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's like, that's the thing that makes these bosses really frustrating, and why it's like, and the thing is it works for the game, because the game doesn't try to pretend like it's not hard. It doesn't try to pretend like it's not doing these things. And the sense of reward you get for it, I just got to go back and get all my stuff here. And it's just going to be easier to do that if I actually kill these guys. So, like, it's fine. It's not like it's a problem that it does these things. But what it means is you end up in this situation... Okay, yeah, let's just not get hit by this guy's attack. There we go, there we go. It just means that, like... there's a very good chance that you will never really properly have the chance to dodge, because he can chain as many non-ground landing attacks with his hammers as he wants. You dodge based on those rhythms because they all have that same rhythm. Okay, yeah, you know. But then when and you have to assume that that's what's gonna be coming up. Like, you have to assume that. Okay, let's get these things. Let's just get out of here. Yep, return to the entrance. Thank you. So you have to assume that those are coming. But then as soon as you dodge based on the rhythm of the ones that are swinging, you know, horizontally, that's when you get in trouble, because then you don't have enough time to recover and do the pattern to dodge the vertical attack that will land on the ground. So you're kind of screwed. Like, that's the point that I'm getting at, and where this game sort of uses an unfair rule system in a lot of ways to add to that difficulty, which again is fine, because the game doesn't make any qualms about that. It is intentionally unfair, and it knows it's unfair, and that's the concept, is that, like, you're enough of a hero that you can triumph even when facing such an unfair scenario. Right? And so it works for the game. But that's why it can be such a frustrating thing to handle even a simple boss. Because the game will just, like, intentionally kind of change the rules so that, with the explicit purpose of making it more difficult for you to know what to do at any given time. Ow. You know, and that's the problem with this game for a lot of people. Like, if you know that, and if you're on board with it, it's great. And it's what makes this game kind of unique, because it's willing to do that. You know, this game and FromSoft games in general, like, they're willing to do that, which is part of what makes them awesome. It's a really important part of what makes them amazing games. But it's definitely another, the other sort of side of that is, it's also very much a part of what makes these games so maddening for so many people. Okay, so that's the Murkwater Cave. That's the one cave. Let's go ahead and teleport up here, because I want to wander around these plains for a little bit here. And maybe wander down this path for a ways. But yeah, I kind of want to explore this area for a bit. Let me, wait, what time is it? Okay, yeah. We still got a bit. We got a bit of time. I don't have unlimited time, but we got a bit of time. So let's come over here now. But yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about with these games, with FromSoft games. And I think it's why, like, I'm very sympathetic towards, you know, the crew that would like to have an easy mode for these games. I'm very sympathetic for that, because the fact is like, aside from just the unique experience of dealing with these, I do kind of want to come down here. Put my marker there. There's a couple things to do down here that I want to do. So, like, but yeah, I'm sympathetic towards that. I understand. Yeah, okay, so we got this guy to talk to. Is it this one? Whee! Hey, buddy. Okay, there we go. So we can talk with him really quickly. But I get it. I get why people would want an easy version of this game, because there's a couple things about it. One, not everyone is capable or interested in trying to be good at this game, right? Like, some people want to experience it, but don't have the patience to try and do everything that's required to succeed at these games, right? Because these games expect a lot of their players. Like, there's no doubt about it. Anyone who tries to act like, oh, well, no, it's easy, you just have to be patient, is someone who is unaware unaware of the fact that they are better at games than the average person. You know, like that's the truth of it. Anyone who thinks that these games are easy enough that anyone should be able to do them at any time, they're not aware of the fact that they are particularly good at video games. That's just the truth of it. And so I can sympathize with people who want to play the game but just don't have the time to get good at it, don't have the energy, the skills, whatever. You know, someone who has arthritis will probably never be able to be good at these games, right? Because their hands just won't function the way they need to handle a controller to do this. That's just how it is. And for those people, when you see a game like Elden Ring that is such a cultural phenomenon right now, I mean, everyone is playing this game and everyone is just talking it up. Everyone's in love with it. Hey, Drago. I love that they keep everything like drawn and active here. Gosh, it's so cool. You know, and it's like exactly stuff like that. Like everyone wants to experience this game, and if you're just not in a position that you can really keep up with the demands of this game, I get it. I really get it. The other thing, and it kind of builds into that, the fact is there are not many games out there that are doing as much incredible world building as FromSoft games are doing. Like, even if you're not interested in trying to dig through and make sense of the very indirect way this game has of providing lore and story to you know, the player, the fact is just this world is so rich and beautiful, and it's such a cool aesthetic that, yeah, of course everyone wants to do it. And it can be frustrating if you're one of those people who's just not able to keep up with the pace and the challenge of the game, but you really want to experience all that. So I'm really sympathetic towards the people who want an easy mode. And I will say that I think in this game, the way they've designed magic kind of counts as an easy mode. I think kind of magic works as an easy mode in this game the same way that picking one starter over another in a Pokemon game serves as an easy mode, right? Like if you're playing the first Pokemon, like Pokemon Blue or Red. Whoa, hi there, friend. There we go. Yeah, I got him. Like if you're playing Pokemon Blue or Red, you know, you pick the water, or yeah, you pick the grass type. Whoops. You pick Bulbasaur, because the first two gyms are going to have that weakness to grass. And so, like, that's the easy mode. And so, being a magic user in this game kind of serves that same function, I think. Oh, nonsense. That was a very generous give to the guy on the hitbox there. Yeah, that was kind of a stupid approach on my part. I get what I deserve on that one. I cop to it. I think the stake America in this situation. So like it does have that, but even so, like this game is not a game of gimmies. It will not give you any sort of free ride. It will not give you an easy time with anything. It's not meant to, right? That's not the purpose of this game. That's totally fine. But yeah, I'm sympathetic towards that. The other reason that I'm sympathetic towards it too, I will say, is probably just because me personally, like I oftentimes will play games, you know, on easy modes, because, and for me, a lot of it has to do with just a matter of time, right? I think actually the thing is, I think FromSoft games are some of the most responsibly created difficult games, because I think a lot of games, when they create difficulty, it's exactly that. It's in quotations, because I think a lot of... Oh, there's a couple horse guys around here. Because the thing is I think most games treat difficulty as, like... There are two... Yeah, there's both horse guys are after me now. This is great. This is super duper. Oops. Yeah, both of them got me there. Most games, when they do difficulty, they don't actually make the game more difficult. They just toy with sliders. They make it so that the enemy damage slider goes up and your health slider goes down. And they just play with that kind of stuff. And so the fact that Dark Souls, even though like they'll let the NPCs kind of cheese the move sets that they have for the sake of adding difficulty, that at least to me feels like a better approach to difficulty than just doing sliders, because at least then it's like, yeah, the guy's just harder to hit and beat, you know, which is great. Okay, Belinda, honestly, I need you to just like respond my button presses, please. Thank you. All right, well, there we go. That was a poor start to all of this. So while this game definitely gets cheesy with some stuff, I actually think it handles difficulty more responsibly than other games. Because most games will just be like, oh, it's harder. That means that your enemy can kill you with one shot better, you know, and like they just make the shots, you know, more effective or more damaging as opposed to actually being like better enemies. I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling and I feel like it's kind of disjointed because this isn't like a prepared TED Talk or anything. But the point stands that I think this game... Oh my gosh, there's so many guys there. Okay, well, if he's gonna be stuck, maybe I can cheese it. There we go. Oh, come on, Belinda, get your swords off on him. There we go. It sounds like an orc. There we go. Alright, there we go. Look at this. Look at this. We're actually handling this. Oops. One more and we get our blood loss. There we go. Because at the very least also it gives it like, yeah, sometimes they get extra attacks and stuff, but at least I can kind of do it too. But yeah, a lot of games it's just like, oh, you want it more difficult. Okay, yeah, these guys, shooting them in the head, you have to shoot them in the head 4 times to kill them as opposed to only having to do it like once to kill them. And to me that doesn't feel like difficulty. That just, again, that just like feels like cheating. Even more so than letting enemies play fast and loose with their attacks. Like at least fast and loose with your attacks, while it does feel a little cheesy, like makes sense. You know, and there's like an actual game mechanic involved there. So, but I guess to bring it back on point, like, that's one of the reasons why I play most games on normal or easy, is because difficult doesn't actually really mean difficult. It just means more frustrating. And when you think about all of the games that are coming out constantly, there's just not time to be sitting here putting in the energy it would take to master every single game all the time. You know, and for me, as someone who is much more interested in lore and story and setting and experiencing that type of stuff within a game, like having to... Oops, I'm surprised that was not a one-hit KO on that wolf. Oh boy, I really stepped in it this time, didn't I? Why are we not focusing on any enemies? Oh, I don't want you to focus on a non-enemy. But yeah, like, I get why people would want an easier version of this game. I think that's actually a perfectly fair take. Because I do think this game has a whole lot of amazing lore that I really wish was more accessible and more enjoyed by more people. I do think it's a shame that sometimes, a lot of times, the difficulty barrier of this game will stop people who would otherwise love this world that FromSoft has created from taking the time to enjoy it. Because I get it. You know, there's this cult of gamers that will very much take the, you know, get good scrub mentality about things, but I don't know. And this is all personal opinion. You certainly don't have to agree with me, but I just think that's such a bad take. I think that's such a bad take. I think it's such a gatekeeping take on things. You know, it'd be like I don't know, like I feel like to me that's like saying someone isn't allowed to enjoy going to an art museum because they're not willing to invest in getting an art degree. You know, it's like, no, entertainment and art and that kind of stuff, it should be enjoyed by everyone, you know. And so maybe it's just that this art isn't for you, and that's fine. But I guess I just ultimately don't agree with that. And I do think it's a shame that there isn't a way to make this game more accessible to more people. Because when I objectively look at it and how this game is made and how they do the difficulty in it, I totally think that this game actively finds ways to it does better than most games at making things difficult, but it still does add a degree of unfairness to it for the sake of making it difficult. You know, and most people revel in that because the idea is to overcome that unfairness, but it doesn't change the fact that the game's unfair. You know, it does that on purpose. It 100% wants you to feel like it's being unfair to you. And that's, you know, if that's your jam, like it is for me, I love the game. You know, I'm sitting here saying that, but I'm playing this game and I love it. I love it. I think it's great. And as frustrating as it is, like that also contributes to the great feeling of success. But I don't know, I think there would be room for like a story mode version of this game where, you know, the enemies are maybe, you know, you don't want to just necessarily do the sliders approach to things, but maybe there's a version of this game where some of the enemy attack patterns that are particularly difficult to dodge or parry or whatever are, you know, blocked off from the NPCs. So they have a more limited move set that makes it a bit easier to learn and predict what they're about to do at any given time. I personally think there could be room for that without it damaging the integrity of the game. But I don't know. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, I guess. Hey, friend. You guys are bad lookouts. Didn't help your buddy at all. Just stood there and you let him die. You let him die. Beetle. No, get back here. Get back here. Oh, no. Get back here. There we go. Oh, that's okay. Woo! Like, look at that. Like, see, it's like, you know, this is the type of stuff where it's like, you know, they could probably have room somewhere in this game to make this type of battle a little bit easier to handle. Like, they definitely went out of their way to make these types of things particularly difficult because he's just immediately out of range of anything that you want to try to do. It's like, I think there's room for them to have made an easier version of everything for the people who don't want to try and figure that out. I mean, the obvious solution for that one is for me to have gotten on my horse as well and done that. But oh, this stupid thing got in the way of me doing my backstab, but that's okay. The smoldering butterflies, it's so mean. So mean, the butterflies. Why are they smoldering? Why are you guys, like, doing that to yourselves? I don't understand. Okay, I'm not quite off the map yet. I'm hoping that somewhere around here. Ooh, hey, friendos. What is going on with that? Hold on, what time is it? Do I have time to really get into that? Ooh, I kind of don't. Oh, but I kind of want to. What I really want to do is I want to find the next, like, grace spot. That way we can, like, further explore this area next time, because I'm getting close to being out of time here. Ooh, look at this. This is interesting. This is really interesting. Okay. See, like, this is the type of stuff where it's like, and this is why I say, well, like, you know, all of this that I'm talking about, the difficulty, it doesn't apply really to me. Because I like how difficult the game is. I'm having fun with how difficult this game is. Even at times when I get frustrated, I have fun with it because nothing feels insurmountable to me. But then again, I'm good enough at video games and familiar enough with video games that I can handle it. You know, but like I can totally see where this game feels very inaccessible to a lot of people. And I think that's too bad because what games have things as cool as this just like roaming the world? Like, look at this. Like, what's going on here? There's so much lore about this. Right? And how many people are going to have to miss this because they just don't have the ability to feel like they can handle it. Okay, I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna see what I can do about these guys. Actually, you know, before I do that, I'm gonna see what's going on around here, because they're not moving so fast that I wouldn't be able to access it. Oh, he's gonna wanna. He wants a piece. I just like get up here and take. Is there anything in there? There's nothing in there. I'd probably have to kill those guys first. Okay, yeah, I see you. Enough of your silly fire, guy. Right, we're gonna go and I'm gonna try and get those giants. I don't know what's gonna happen with them. But I'm gonna try for him. Oh, he's cowering. I don't care. I'm gonna kill him. All right, I wanna go see what's up with these guys. I'm gonna see if I can do. I wanna see what's going on with these guys. But yeah, I just like I don't know. I guess that's where, like, for me, where a lot of it comes from. Because I do think it's too bad that there's a lot of people. Oops. That won't experience this, because to them this just feels too, you know, the challenge here feels too insurmountable to them, and like I just think that's too bad, because I really want to know what's going on with this. Like, I want to understand the lore, and it's so fun to have a world like this to explore, you know. And what a shame that there are tons of people that won't ever experience this. Oh, is he gonna... Oh, I accidentally attacked him too many times, so he's just gonna kneel down. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Not Horseman. Okay, good. Horseman's going away. Yeah, like, so what's up with these guys, you know? Okay, I want to know what's going on with these guys. And now that the thing's not moving, can I do something with it? This guy's just gonna stand there. Might have to deal with him too. Yeah, there we go, because now we can open this. So what's in here? What's in here? What did we get? Ooh, a great axe. Okay, so there wasn't much going on there. But, like, you know, it's so cool. Like, this game is just so cool that I think it's a shame that there are a bunch of people who don't really have an avenue for enjoying it. Which I guess then maybe the avenue becomes just watching a Let's Play of it. You know, and that's what the situation is. Okay, he's not gonna let me get close to him anymore. Let's see if he lets me. Okay, as long as I wait for him to actually, like, fully kneel again, I can get close to him again. Mostly I want to get my flasks back. There we go. Really hoping it was going to give me flasks back for that, but okay. Guess not. Yeah, I don't know. I'm saying a lot of stuff, and it's coming from a position of I don't know what goes into making games. I don't know what their mindsets were when they were designing this game. You know, I'm just some nobody scrub who sits here and enjoys it, but I don't know. I think people who get all high and mighty and protective and possessive over their FromSoft games and are really eager to shout down anyone who wants an easier version of it, I think their attitude is a poor one, and I think there would be room for a more accessible version of this game for more people. This over here. If FromSoft were to decide they wanted their worlds to be experienced by more people, I think there's room for that. I don't think it needs to be an either-or thing. Like, I guess that's kind of what my take here is. I want to kill Horn Guy here. I want to make sure he doesn't get to do his stuff. I also need to get out of here and make sure I don't die. There we go. Oh, there we go. Now I got a flashback. Ooh, gold pickled fowl foot. Yum. Sounds tasty. I do not see any place where there's going to be another Site of Grace anywhere nearby. Which is unfortunate because I kind of have to go. What time is it? I got a new phone, and, like, everything is different about it, and I feel like an old man. Like, I suddenly understand what it's like to be old. I got a new phone, and I don't know how it works, because this is the first new phone. This is the first phone upgrade I've gotten for myself in, like, 6 years, I think. So, like, I feel like such an old man. Like, I get it. I suddenly understand old people. Like, you know what? I get it. I understand why it is that you struggle to understand how the DVD player works. because like things change, and it's like, even though it is intuitive, like I'll figure it out. I'm still, my brain is still sharp enough that I'll figure it out. I have no doubt about that. But like I get it, because everything's different, and it's like if that just happens all the time, I get it. All right, I'm just gonna have to call it here, because I got stuff I got to do. I've got a fight coming up in 3 weeks, and so I've got to really make sure I'm on top of my training, so I can't skip trainings or be late for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and quit the game here, head out here. Let me get us over into our just chatting situation. Thank you so much to everyone who stopped by. I know today's streams were just a little weird. Oh wait, that's the wrong chatting thing. Hold on a second. Where is it? This is the one I'm looking for. Boom, there we go. So I know it was a little different than I normally do. I just got home earlier today. I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream it all today, but I had time and I felt like it. So here we are. So thank you so much to everyone who stopped by. I appreciate you guys. It means a lot to me that people would come by and see what I'm up to. I have so much fun streaming. It's a good time. It's a good time, and so I'm glad other people are enjoying it too. Let's see here. The rest of this week should go normally. So I should be sticking to my normal streaming schedule. My normal schedule is Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. 11:30 a.m. Eastern time zone. That's usually I do writing streams. I didn't do any writing today. I just wasn't in the headspace for it today. And then at 1:30 p.m. is usually when I switch over and start doing video games. So today was different, but tomorrow, Tuesday, and then Thursday and Friday this week should be normal scheduling. If that ever changes, I do try to put out announcements about that. I put them on, you can find them on Discord. I've got a Discord server. You can get hooked up with that. I put announcements about when I'm going live and if schedule has to change at all. And it's also just a really good place to sort of stay connected. I love hearing what other people are interested in. I get a lot of sort of like D&D discussions and stuff like that, which is really fun, but I'd love to have some video game discussions and stuff going on there too. So, if you're interested in that, you can follow me there. I also put announcements on my Twitter, at EnviroStreams, on Twitter, so you can find me there. If you follow there, you can sort of get announcements about what's going on with streaming and all that kind of stuff there too. I did just mention that I've got a fight coming up. I'm a Muay Thai kickboxing trainer, and like I practice it, I train it, and then I also am like a beginner's coach. So it's a really important part of my life. I do a lot of rock climbing and stuff like that too. So it's like those types of things that come up. If you think if you're interested in that type of stuff, you should follow my Instagram, EnviroBoy Streams. I haven't been doing a whole lot lately. But I try to put clips and stuff of my training up there, of my climbing and stuff like that. I like to put clips up there so you can check that out. And I'm hoping that some of the clips are going to start looking real pretty because, like I say, I just got a new phone, which means I just got a really nice camera, the way technology works nowadays. So that's going to be a fun thing. So follow me there if you want to see a bit more of what I'm up to. And then if you're not already watching on YouTube, I know some people do watch the VODs on YouTube, but I do have a YouTube channel where I put all my VODs, EnviroBoy on YouTube. You can check me out there. Like I say, all the VODs go up there, so if you want to see the past leading up to now, me playing Elden Ring or other games that I played, or see what my writing streams are about, just go check that out. Unless you're already watching on YouTube, in which case check me out live on Twitch at the times that I talked about earlier. But yeah, that's where you can find me. That's all the stuff going on. And that's all I got for today. So thank you so much again to everyone who stopped by. Appreciate you guys. A little low key streaming here today. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit more on schedule, on point, and all that kind of stuff. This week I do also intend to mix up the games a little bit. I know I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring lately. And I intend to keep playing Elden Ring on stream here. I'm having so much fun with it, and I intend to keep playing with for the foreseeable future. I'm having so much fun just kind of doing this like methodical, going through and exploring everything. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So we're not done with Elden Ring, but I am going to try and get back to mixing up the games I play throughout the week. So yeah, check back tomorrow and see what we get up to. That's all I got for you guys. So thank you so much to everyone who stopped by. Again, I can't say enough how much I appreciate all you guys. It really makes this a whole lot of fun. And yeah, be good. Hopefully your Monday was good. Hopefully the rest of all of our weeks go really good, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Catch you cats on the flip side.